Welcome to the Leaders Insights podcast. Today's episode, when marketing analytics lies to you, what CMOs need to know in 2026. Your dashboard says your marketing is working. You're telling me it might be lying to my face.
Not lying exactly. Confidently wrong, which is worse, because a liar at least knows the truth exists.
Start me at zero. Where does the lie come from?
The foundation. Every number on your dashboard is built on data that got collected, tagged, and stitched together by systems that make assumptions. If the assumptions are junk, the number is junk, but the chart still looks gorgeous.
Give me a concrete example.
Attribution. That's the model deciding which ad or email gets credit for a sale. Most companies use last click, meaning whatever the customer touched right before buying wins, so Google search gets the trophy every time.
Why is that wrong? They did click the search ad.
Because they only searched your brand name after seeing 3 weeks of your ads elsewhere. Last click is like giving the award for the marathon to whoever's standing at the finish line. Google's own studies push against it, and Google sells the search ads, so read that how you like.
So the CMO cuts the top of funnel spend because it isn't converting, and search looks like a genius.
Exactly. I watched a retailer do this in 2025. Cut brand awareness spend 40% because the dashboard said it drove nothing. Sales dropped 11% the next quarter. The dashboard never linked the two because it wasn't built to.
That's terrifying. What else is quietly broken?
Tracking loss. Since browsers killed most third-party cookies, the little files that follow you across sites, a huge chunk of activity just goes dark. Your tools guess to fill the gap.
Guess how?
Modeling. When the data's missing, the platform invents a plausible number based on patterns. Meta and Google both do this now. It can be 60–70% modeled on some campaigns, and nowhere on the screen does it say, "We made most of this up."
Hold on. Most of a number could be an estimate, and I'd never know?
Correct. And because the vendor built the tool and sells the ad space, the estimate tends to flatter the vendor. Shocking, I know.
What does this actually cost a company?
Budget flowing to the wrong channels. If 20% of a $50 million budget is misallocated because attribution is lying, that's $10 million a year buying you a nice-looking chart and not much else.
All right, I'm a smart exec, new to this, and now paranoid. How do I build measurement I can trust?
3 habits. First, incrementality testing. Turn a channel off in some regions, leave it on in others, and see what actually changes. If sales don't move when you kill a channel, that channel wasn't doing the work.
You're telling CMOs to deliberately stop advertising somewhere.
For 2 weeks in a couple of markets, it costs you a little revenue and buys you the truth, which is cheaper than misfiring for a year. eBay famously did this with search ads years back and found a chunk of spend was buying clicks from people already coming to them.
What's the second habit?
Reconcile your numbers against reality. Your ad platforms will claim they drove more sales than your finance system recorded actual sales. When the marketing math exceeds the money in the bank, someone's counting the same customer 3 times.
And the third?
Demand a confidence label. Ask your team for every key metric. Is this measured or modeled, and how much? If nobody can answer, that's your answer.
Isn't this just going to slow everything down and annoy the analytics team?
A little. But right now, the analytics team is handing you certainty they can't back up, and you're spending real money on it. Mild friction beats confident nonsense.
If a CMO does one thing tomorrow morning, what is it?
Pull your single biggest spending channel and ask one question. How much of its reported results are actually measured versus modeled? Just that number. If your team can't tell you by end of day, you found your problem before you found your answer.
Uncomfortable homework. That's the good kind. Done. Want to know where you actually stand? Take the CMO self-assessment at mba-training.com.